Alright, today I'm thinking about a camp spoon for getting the food out of the bottom of one of those dehydrated meal bags. They're kind of deep, you need a long handled spoon. I got a store-bought one, but I thought, why not make one? So that is today's project. I'm going to fire the forge up and get started. So the plan will be to upset the end of this to give me a thicker ball at the end. Then we'll isolate it. We'll thin down this rod until it's thin and long enough for my spoon handle. And then we will heat up that ball and flatten it out into a round spoon shape. And then we'll use probably log my vices on to form that into a spoon bowl. That's the plan. Alright, I've just heated up the bottom end of that, and I'm just gonna pound that on the anvil. Get a little straightened. And back in the fire, probably heat up a little bit more of it so I can get a little fatter swell there at the end. Alright, got a little more there than I wanted, but that's alright. And drop stuff. Now I would hammer this on the end instead of beating it on the anvil, but the end of my stick's all pointy and I couldn't be bothered to take it off. I'm going to round the bottom of this a little bit. And back in the fire, we're going to do it at least one more time. Alright. I'll cool the very tip of that. And continue. Up again, and now we've got kind of a bulb there on the end. We'll shape that a little bit, make it a little rounder. I'm going to start isolating that. Just separating that chunk out from the rest of the bar. Alright, one more heat to do that and start working my way back. Alright, I'm going to continue to neck this down. Till I have this section down about as thin as I want it to meet the spoon. And that kind of gives me a starting point for tapering this back and thinning this out. And I'm also going to continue to round up this ball. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but it'll help it flatten out into roughly the right shape when I'm ready. Alright, so now we'll heat back here and just start whaling away at that bar. Alrighty, here we go. This we're just gonna I'm going to try to keep that hot, because at this point hammering on dull red metal is a waste of energy. And continue. Up a little bit and back to the fire and pound away. As I've noted before, once it starts getting thin, it cools off pretty fast. Alright, this needs to come down just a little more, and then we need to start working back. In the end, I want a spoon that's probably about that long. So I'm going one more time here, hopefully get this down where I want it, and start moving back. Alright, let's get this down. Alright, that section is not too bad. Straighten things up a little bit. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and start working up this way. I think what I'll do, I'm putting a little bend in this so that I can get this part in the fire easier. I don't have a very deep fire pot. Alright, so now I got that part. I'll straighten this out and start. Alright, getting there. I'm going to put my bin back in so I can get it in the fire pot easy. And, alright. here a little higher. Keep on going. All right. Alright, that's probably more than enough material. I'm going to come back to this end. I'm going to start thinning this all down a little more. That's a lot of material there for a handle. And I'm going to cool my handle off again because... Alrighty, so we're just going to continue drawing this out. Because, you know, blacksmiths do that. I think it's more just kind of a timing thing than anything particularly useful. Alright, this is pretty good. So I'm going to continue that back. And yeah, I think the spoon's going to be plenty long. So I'm going to put a bend right there, so I can get it in my fire good. Alright. Right there. And back to fire. I think that's probably long enough. Alright, nah. One more heat right here. I'm going to stretch out just a little bit. Alright, hopefully this will do it for the drawing out. that's a nice long spoon. I have to decide if I want a round handle or if I want to flatten it some. But either way, we'll start going around. Whew. Time to cool that off. But you do want to watch out that your handle doesn't get too hot. This is cold, but I'm just breaking these corners. Along the whole edge. I'll do it on this side too. Alright, I'm going to heat that up and continue to round it. And then decide how flat I want my spoon to be. Alright, yep, gonna give it a little more heat. Smooth that round a little bit. Alright, switching to my lighter hammer. I think I will flatten it. Yeah, I'm going to flatten it a little bit anyway. And then we can work on the spoon end. Alright, my spoon's going to sit that way, so I'm just going to get a little flattening. Try to keep it an even thickness. Maybe taper wider as I get back to the end. And I think that's it. All right, so got it flattened out. I might try to put a little curve on that later. But now we are ready to form the shape of the spoon after I give this a quick dip. Alright, almost almost got him too hot. Alright, we're just going to flatten this out. A little bit of shaping, but I'll probably take this to the grinder to finish the shape. Thinning to go in the length direction, I think. How's that look? And now I'm just kind of planishing to get those hammer marks out, so it'll be nice and smooth on the tongue. That is not bad. I may not take that to the grinder. I think we'll just form it from there. I'm going to heat this up and I'm going to move you. Alright, there's a little depression right here because I've used this stump before. I'm going to use my ball peen hammer. I'm going to lay that right there. Yeah, right there. And just start forming a bowl. That may be good enough. All right. That looks kind of like a spoon. Let's go back to the other side. I'm going to see how smooth I can get it just brushing it off. Hard to get into that inside. I'd rather not spend a lot of time sanding and grinding to make that smooth enough to be comfortable to eat off of. If I can get away with just brushing it. That doesn't look awful. That might be okay. I think we're going to leave it at that. Pick up my hammer and alright, I'm going to give this a little bend there and then straighten him out at the very end. Yeah. That's good. Straighten up the rest of it. Alright, let's take him off the bar. I need to grind my cut off. I'm not too gentle with it. Alright, we're going to take him off right about there. There he goes. Alright, yeah, I may go in and I may grind around this edge a little bit, or find that curve a little bit. And it is a little rough inside and outside, so I may be forced to give it a polish. Yeah, let me go do a little bit of grinding. I want to round this end off. I may put a hole in the end of it. Alright. A little bit of grinding on the outline of the spoon, give it a little rounder shape. Bottom was easy to shine up a little bit, smooth off. Unfortunately, the inside of the spoon is going to take a bunch of this, which isn't too exciting. But that's it. That's my spoon that'll live in my backpack. And that way down. Normally I keep a candle out here for coating food grade items. I don't have any, so I've got a handful of these beeswax pellets. Which I'm going to attempt to hold inside that rag. Heat this up a little bit and give it a coat. The metal doesn't have to be rocket hot. Just want to be able to cook a little bit of this beeswax on it. I'm going to regret this. Ow. Yep, I'm regretting it. Ow, that's hot. Alright, that was almost too hot, but it'll get the job done. Ouch, it is hot. So there we are, camp spoon. Ready to go. So I guess that's it.